Hey everyone, I'm Dark Hoarder, and welcome back to One Finger Death Punch. So, as you can see, I went through and got the perfect 0 misses that I could for these levels. And I'd kind of like to continue on this path down here, but like I said before, I'd kind of like to do, a boss fight in every video. So I don't see any bosses around here because it has this kind of an icon on the map. And I don't really see any other bosses in this area over to the right. But there is what looks like another power down there. So I would like to get this one and then maybe go somewhere else. Or what I actually like to do is, kind of do a few of these levels down here and connect a couple of the paths that I started. And then I will go somewhere else and try to find a boss fight. So, with that in mind, let's do this mob round at 160 eyes. And some of the last ones were a little difficult to just do. And it's really hard to get back into this, of course, at this, especially at this high speed. But I'm getting it, I think. For the purposes of these videos, it's okay to miss and get hit and such, just not enough to die. And it's really hard to concentrate on this too every time, it seems like. Except to remember how to play, which is weird, but it's kind of how it is, Getting back into this, even after a couple days of not playing, is kind of weird. So excuse me if I don't talk about it as much as I should here, especially since I'm about to lose, it seems like. Sheesh. Ouch. Yep, I know. Take my time even though they're coming at 150% speed, sure. Thanks, announcer guy. I'll do just that. Okay, at a slightly lower speed, hopefully I can concentrate a little bit more on this. Or hopefully I won't get hit as much. Just got done playing a totally different game, and it's like I really just have to get used to this, playing this game. It really is kind of weird. It's like a totally different mindset you have to have when you're playing this game. Especially at, a high speed kind of like this, but it's like, what got me through some of these levels was kind of counting how many times I had to press the button so I wouldn't do it too much or too little, I mean, it's not necessarily the thing you have to do, it's just kind of what helps me get through some of the harder levels to get it perfect. Like if I was coming across one of these guys, the ones that need 4 hits, I would have to kind of say to myself, okay, you have to count, 4 button presses plus however many button presses there would be for anybody that's like right behind them or something like that. And I'm not doing very well. I already lost twice. Although there are a lot of guys in this level. And I started off on a fairly high speed. So it's a little understandable, but plus playing this, on video is actually I've probably said it before, but playing this on video is a lot different than just playing by myself, even if I'm, just trying to get a perfect round or whatever. It's like a totally different way of thinking while you play, like, when I'm not, recording, I can just kind of relax a little bit and say, okay, well, I'm not gonna say, just kind of think, this is okay. It's a nice, relaxing, frantic playthrough of this game, and it can be, how can I say it? Like, I don't know, it's like, it can be kind of frustrating at times, but it's never too bad because I know I can do it, basically. I can pass these levels. I can pass them with, perfect, a perfect rating if I really need to. I know I can do that. I'm capable of it. And it might take me, it might literally take me an hour and a half to pass a single level. And it did. It has. Taken me, an hour and a half to beat some of these levels with a perfect rating. And that's just by myself. I don't even want to know what it would take to do this while recording, to do something like that, because that actually is a lot more pressure that way. And I mean, it's just playing harder when trying to do this in a recording rather than just by myself. I mean, it seems like it, hopefully it makes sense because it's true, but it seems like it would make sense for somebody just watching it, that sure, there's probably some kind of additional pressure when, playing it for a video rather than just playing it by yourself, but really, unless you try to do something like that for yourself, it's hard to really know it, on a personal level, that, this is like really tough to try to play a game like this, where it takes a lot of precision, actually, to, just normally to kill all these guys in a single level, and trying not to mess up, and trying to just keep talking while also concentrating on the game. And it's just like, I hope you guys understand when I, mess up for the 100th time, that it is kind of tough to just keep thinking of this stuff and doing this every time. Well, with this game specifically. Other games, it's not as difficult. Well, that's pretty cool.
Restores 1 health.
Well, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty useful on something like survival mode, when you're trying to
Round.
survive, basically. But I mean, I hope you guys know I feel like I'm just babbling or something, but I'm also trying to sound like I'm saying something. And in a way, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I just trying to talk about kind of how it is to do this, I guess. It's tough on a couple different levels, but mostly it's just like, I'm trying to play this game, but it's not as simple as just playing games, It's like, you have to concentrate on a couple different things at once. It is multitasking. And it's really difficult. Even when you're used to it. I've been doing this for at least a few months now, and it's still tough, like, every time, you know? And with every game, it's slightly different. I just switched the arrow. That wasn't because I was distracted by talking, it's because I kind of expected a guy to come up from that direction and he didn't, so... It's, you know, happens sometimes. This is going to be a lot more difficult. I mean, this game is going to be more difficult on my own when I'm just trying to get it perfect. But it's difficult for a different reason than it is difficult now. Because now it's just difficult because I keep messing up because I'm talking, and it's hard to really concentrate on the game while you're talking or trying to think of something else to say or do or whatever. Whatever you're doing. It's really hard to multitask, I guess, is the basic point of this presentation.
Round 2.
Of this PowerPoint. So I hope you guys forgive all my little mess-ups here during these videos when I'm doing stuff and just saying stupid things at the same time. Because it's tough. I'm not really complaining, I'm just saying that's why I'm messing up so much, because it's multitasking, and multitasking is difficult no matter what the tasks are. At least I didn't miss. I almost got that perfect, actually. That shouldn't be too bad. And actually, when I'm playing this on my own, I'm usually trying to prioritize the harder levels first, because it's easier to do the harder levels at a slower speed, obviously, than it is the easier levels. So I try to figure out, you know, which of these levels should I try to perfect first, just because if I can, well, there goes the bow of death. Just flew off screen. I try to do the harder levels first because every time you succeed, the game rewards you by making it more difficult. You know, these guys come at a faster speed, for example, and every time I perfect a level, well, when I play these levels in order to perfect them, I restart the level every single time I mess up. And I mess up a lot. But the thing is, so if you never lose the level, then the speed never goes down. So every time you pass a level, the speed goes up a little bit. Every time you lose a level, the speed goes down a little bit. So if you're only passing levels, then it's just gradually going to get harder. So that's why I try to do the harder levels first when I try to do the perfecting ones, because then I get the harder ones out of the way, making them effectively easier, or at least trying to. I mean, the hard levels are still hard, even at a slower speed, usually. But when the speed increases, it just basically ramps up the difficulty overall for every level. So if you can do the harder levels first, and the easiest levels last, the easier levels will be harder because it's going to be a higher speed anyway. But it just makes it easier than it would be otherwise if you just if you just tried to complete the levels as you got to them, or whatever, something like that. Wow, I only got through 2, 3. I only went through 4 levels. That has to be my lowest yet. And it's already about the time when I would finish. I lost that first one a lot. I was, there's a boss over here. This video is going to go a little bit longer than normally. Normal. I can talk, I swear. But, like I said, I kind of want to have a boss in every video, even if the video goes a little bit longer. Hope you guys don't mind. I mean, hope that's okay. Because I usually have like a target time for every game or every video in a series of games that I'm playing. Like for this series, I try to have a goal of, say, 15 minutes per video. And that's just for this game. I mean, other games are gonna have different lengths. So this one's 15. I try to have a limit of like 15 minutes for the video, and something else. Wow, I actually ran out of time. That's a first. But anyway, like for this one, I tried to get it done, try to play it until about 15 minutes have passed. And something else, like Doom 2, I try to have a limit of like 20 minutes. And that's just for Doom 2. Or, Doom 1 and Doom 2, Doom games. And that's just because of the video. Because that's what I decided would probably be a good length for that game, Wow, this is actually pretty difficult. Never actually lost these speed rounds before. You really have to be fast on this one. It's getting harder. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit longer than usual. Another one? Okay. Part of what helps here is concentrating on what guys have to be killed. How to kill these guys correctly. Because if you're missing, you're basically losing time. And every time you have to fight one of those brawlers, it takes time too. I mean, time doesn't stop or slow down when you're fighting a brawler. So oh shoot. Oh, oh man, I was right there. Really? Dude, come on. Give me a break here. If I hadn't kept missing, I would have done it. Okay. I suck, I know. Somebody give me a weapon. Never mind. one last guy. Show up. Thank you. Alright then.
Awarded.
Wow, I actually got zero misses and perfect on that. Oh, that's one I wanted to redo. Alright, here's the boss round I promised. And I'm gonna fail terribly, but... Oh. Okay. Man, it's gonna take some getting used to. Oh boy. Okay. 2 and then 1, and then 1 and then 2. This is really hard to concentrate on. Wow, okay.
Silver medal. Awarded.
Alright, so there's the boss round I promised, and there's another one up there, but I'd still kind of like to go through some more of the area down here, clear out some of these levels too. But I know this video is already way longer than I usually intend to. Hopefully that's okay. I don't know what your guys' opinions are about length and everything, but anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being cool, and I'll see you next time.